Hi, I'm Arthur Virg, and I'm gonna talk about how the project was valid and shows the strengths of the smart contract. It's worth remember that our initial functional application have a lot of points to improve, but it will depend on we have more time. And with what is already ready, we can demonstrate how it's work. We split it in two groups. I and Breno are responsible for make the smart contract, and Felipe and Victor with the front end integration. The application and to take away the responsibility of the professor for make the attendance and create a decentralized system and ensure security for the students assigned the attendance. Here we have the our smart contract. We can see the structs. We have the struct partial. We have the strict student and teacher, and include that includes the address of the wallet of the student or the teacher. We have the strict for the class with the class code, subject name, teacher. We have the date of the class with the day, the month, the year, and the strict of the attendance.
Hi, my name is Breno and I will present the sequence diagram of our smart contract, attendance. Basically, this sequence diagram shows the interaction from the front end to the back end, starting with the submit attendance. The submit attendance function call coming from the front end to the interface, and then it calls a method called attend from the attendance, instantiating attendance, the structure attendance, and basically then the attendance verifies if the student has a valid student code. So in this option, the student code is new, so he needs to create a student. So it instantiates the structure student, and it comes back with a student. Or if the student code is not valid, basically it continues um, with the valid student. So it takes the colleagues, it takes the class with the class code, it takes the date, it gets the today of the date of the attendance, and then pushes the attendance, sending it to the blockchain. Basically, our sequence diagram of our project of our smart contract is that.
Hello, my name is Victor and I'm part of the attendance tracking group project. Before we show the project in execution, we need to set its environment and install some dependencies. You, you need to install the MetaMask Chrome extension, but also Node and Yarn for running this project. Inside the front-end directory, you can run yarn on the terminal to install the React dependencies we'll be utilizing. And after that, for running the app, you will first need to connect yourself to a Goerli test network on your MetaMask extension and request some funds on one of the Goerli faucets websites. We have three options listed here. After that, you can run yarn dev inside the front-end directory of the project to have the project shown inside localhost 3000 as I have here.
Hi, my name is Felipe, and together with Vitor, we focus more on the front end part of the project and the integration with the blockchain itself using the Web3 library from JavaScript. The front end is done using React, and on this demonstration, I'll start by showing what the teacher would do inside the system. So this is the main page where we have those two links. The first one goes to the student page. The second one goes to the teacher page. It's worth to remind here that this is just a test system, so no authentication was implemented, but in a real life system, it surely would have authentication, especially if you're trying to access the teacher's page. So you can see that when we enter the page, some things are loading, and these are the stuff that the application is getting from the blockchain. As you can see, there are already some teachers, classes, and some attendances that were created, and as it is a blockchain, we couldn't delete it from there. But anyways, I'll be showing how it's done to create a new teacher and create a new class, and then we're going to insert some attendances inside the system, and then we're going to check the attendances to show how that works. Let's start by creating a new teacher. This new teacher will have the code T05, which stands for teacher number 5. He would call Mark Redwood. And when we create teacher, this is going to create a transaction, and we have to sign it so the teacher can be inserted in the blockchain. So let's hit confirm, and it's going to take some seconds to confirm, and I'll come back when that happens. Okay, so now that we've waited a couple seconds, let's hit refresh and see if our teacher is now on the teachers list. And we can go down here and see that Mark Redwood was created. So now let's create a class that is administered by Mark Redwood. The class code is going to be CO5, which stands for class number 5. Class name is going to be testing class, and the teacher that administrates is the teacher we just created. So again, we will hit create class. MetaMask will open up asking us to sign the transaction. There we go. We're going to hit accept, and we're going, confirm, and we're going to wait a couple seconds again until the class is created. Awesome, so now our class has been created. Let's refresh the page again. And as you can see here, it was duplicated, but testing class, class code 05, administered by Mark. And there we have it.
So you can mark your attendance as a student, but you can also sign a course or create a course as a teacher. And as a teacher, you can see which students have really came to the university campus, because we're utilizing a line of thought that it's kind of a student mesh. For your presence to be recognizable, you need to be seen as a student by all the students. So a student will tell you, oh, okay, I have seen Pedrinho inside the class, so he will be marked inside my own attendance, and if he has seen me, he will do the same. For marking someone, you utilize their wallet's address. So here's my address. I will put my name. And for here, we need to do two things. First of all, we need to test inside the testing class to be sure. And we will also need 3 wallet addresses. I have stored 3 simple addresses here, so I'll be using those. And here we are. So we have my estimated gas fee, my total gas after that, and I can confirm and properly attend to a course. It takes a while. So here we can see that my attendance is properly recorded. When this is done, the MetaMask will also show a pop-up notification for you stating that your transaction has been completed. So here we are, and that's it for the student part at least.
Okay, so now that Victor has showed you how to attend to a class, let's create this scene where the 3 addresses that Victor has input in his attendance were one from Maria, one from João, and one from José. This address that I'm using right now is José's address, and now I'm going to mark his attendance to the class. Whoever is inside the box is in class right now, and whoever is not inside the box is someone that is not present in the class but is trying to fake their attendance. So now, as I'm friends with Felipe, who is not in the class, I'm gonna try and pretend that he was here, and Felipe later will also create an attendance to the class. So let's input those addresses on. So this one is Felipe's address, this one is Vitor's address, and this one is João's address. So now I'm going to create attend. I forgot to select the class. MetaMask will open up, asking me to accept the transaction. And now we just wait for the attendance to be inserted in the blockchain. Perfect. Now José's attendance has been recorded. Now let me just change my wallet to Felipe's wallet so that I can create an attendance from his perspective, and just remembering that Felipe is currently not in class, he's just trying to fake it. Let's refresh the page and see that this address has changed to the one that is owned by Felipe. There we go. So now, as Felipe, I'll mark my attendance. And I'm going to put that I am seeing in class right now Vitor, José, and João. Let's wait for the attendance to be recorded. Great. So now that we have 3 students that already attended, which are Vitor, Felipe, and José, let's see from the teacher's perspective what they can do with that information. Let's come back to the main page and go to the teacher's page. And in here, we can check the attendances that were already marked. If we just click on all classes and check attendances, it will show all the attendance that have been inserted in the blockchain until now. And there are a lot of them. But we are interested just in the class that we're demonstrating in this example. So let's check the attendances for this class and only the today's attendances. And here we have it. So Vitor was in the class, José was also in the class, and Felipe was trying to fake his attendance to the class. In here, we can see that Vitor and José's sync times are green, indicating that the system believes that they were actually in class, because 2 people have seen them. But Felipe has only 1 people seen them, which was José, who was trying to help him to fake his attendance. So the system shows in red, indicating that he was possibly not in class. Of course, that in this example, we were using only a small amount of students, and the sync times to be considered in class is set to 1, but in a real life system, this would be closer to 4 or 5 people. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if there are any doubts, we are here to answer them. Thank you.